Hey guys, today we are going to talk about gut health. So gut health is really important. It is said that all disease begins in your gut. So you want to have a healthy gut. Some things that our gut affects is our digestion. If we don't have a healthy microbiome, our digestion is way off, and it helps with our immune system. It helps fight those bad bacteria and keeps us healthy. Another thing that it does is it helps prevent from developing autoimmune diseases. It helps keeps our brains healthy and helps us from not developing brain diseases such as Alzheimer's. So there's so much research on why a healthy microbiome is important and how much it affects our health. It really affects so many functions in our body. So we are going to talk about some of these different products here, some foods that can help build your gut and get it healthy. Okay, so first we have fermented foods. So some of my favorite fermented things are sauerkrauts and kimchis. So this brand right here is called Wild Brine, and they literally probably have 10 to 20 different flavors. This one right here is a probiotic salsa verde. So the way I like to use this one is in the morning I'll do scrambled eggs and I'll throw this on top with some avocados. I'll add this into like a Southwest salad. There's just lots of ways you can use that. So they have other flavors like madras, curry, and cauliflower. So I will throw this with like a stir fry on top of that. And one also important thing I forgot to mention, you never want to heat your fermented foods. You want to add it after you cook it, or else you're killing that good bacteria. Another great thing to add is miso. So miso is in soups, as you guys know. So one of my favorite things to do with miso is I will do a bone broth soup. I'll just add a protein in there, like some shredded chicken, some veggies, and then I will add some miso to it also. And not only is bone broth good for your gut, it helps heal your gut. It's healing the lining of your gut. It does not have probiotics, but it's very healthy for your gut because it is healing that lining. So that's one food I always try to incorporate. Okay, some other ones are kimchi. So same thing, it's just a fermented product like those. This is another one of this Wild Brine brand, and this is, I know there's a lot of sriracha lovers out there, so this one is a spicy kimchi sriracha, so you can put it on all sorts of foods, on your eggs, lots of ways to use that one. Okay, so another way I love to incorporate probiotics is through these drinks. So this is a kombucha drink, and this one is a kefir drink, and they both have probiotics added. This one is also kind of a cleanse. It has a lemon cayenne, so it's helping kind of clean you out, and that's really good for you. And this one is, if you like Dr. Pepper, this is the healthy version of Dr. Pepper. These are so good, and it's naturally sweetened. So this brand is Live. You can pick these up at Target and all Whole Foods, all those kind of stores. Okay, another great one is really high quality yogurt, not Yoplait. This has to be a high quality yogurt, and I like to get unsweetened yogurt. So this is gonna taste like a sour cream, like there's no sweetness to it. But what I like to do is either add a really healthy plant protein to sweeten it, and I'll add granola to it, or I like to just add some stevia to it to sweeten it. So just watch out for your sugars and make sure it's a really good brand of yogurt. Another thing that a lot of you probably don't know has probiotics is sourdough bread. So sourdough bread is also a great way to get those. This is a great brand that I have found. It's local to Utah. It's Abigail's Oven. There's just literally 3 ingredients. It's wheat, water, and salt. So can't get any cleaner than that on the bread. We don't typically eat bread in our house, but this is one that we do like to eat. So another one, these are for my kids. I try to get probiotics in my kids. It's a little harder. They don't like to eat these fermented foods, but I get these little kefir yogurts for them, and they will eat these. Okay, so we've talked about like some of the probiotic foods. Now I wanted to talk about prebiotics. So the difference between probiotics and prebiotics. Prebiotics is what the probiotics eat. So those are in fibrous foods. And if you aren't eating foods with prebiotics, all these things, or the probiotics you're taking, don't have any food to live on. So they're not really doing you much good if you're not getting your prebiotics in your diet. So some foods that have prebiotics, this is actually one of the highest prebiotic foods. It's a drink. It's made of chicory root and dandelion greens. It tastes like a coffee, kind of. It's not the most delicious, but you can sweeten it with stevia or things like that. So this is really high in that. Cocoa powder has a lot of prebiotic fiber. And tiger nuts, these are kind of a strange little nut. These are actually what horchata is made out of. Some other foods that I don't have here that have really high prebiotics is asparagus, leeks, onions, garlic, bananas are a really great one. Oats and barley also have a lot of prebiotic fiber. So whenever I eat a probiotic, I also try to pair it with a prebiotic. I pair it with a probiotic just to make sure that the probiotics have something to eat. The last thing is supplements. Of course, you can always get probiotics and prebiotics from your supplements. So ours at Warrior Fuel is the Clean, and this product, I take it every day. I love it. I couldn't live without it. So it's a natural detox. It has your probiotics, your prebiotics, and it helps your digestion. And if you guys haven't tried this, you really need to. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit more about gut health, and hope you have a great day.